Welcome back to another episode. Happy Monday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Happy Martin Luther King's Day for everybody who celebrates. I believe everybody celebrates because nothing's open today. So guys, we got some action. We got two releases back to back. We have the Human Torch from Deadpool and Wolverine. We got Scorched Alien from Romulus. Very exciting releases. As usual, the bums are hating on the Human Torch. I was gonna say I understand why, but as usual, wait until you have it in hand before you talk shit. Guys, there's 9 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Let's see who we have in the house tonight. There was something else I wanted to say. I forgot what it was. It'll come back to me at some point. We got Troublemaker Sardine 2.0 in the house. I'm doing. Oh my god, guys! This guy on screen is responsible for my group going from 5,100 and change, okay, to 3,500 and change, because everybody saw how much of a right-wing white supremacist he is with his Trump figures, and everybody ran for the hills. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh my god. I can't. It's so funny. I can't. Also, guys, I just want to make something very clear. This just happened. This is what I was gonna say. So it got back to me that somebody in the chat on Saturday was being disrespectful. I believe it was that Dean Burner, okay, which is most likely 99.9% was uncarded, guaranteed. They were calling me retarded. And one of the moderators was talking about, don't do that, don't be disrespectful. And he's like, well, he calls everybody who likes inner retarded. So I just want to make something very clear. I have never, ever called anyone retarded for liking inner. Never. What do I always say to you guys? You can like whatever you want. You can love whatever you want. Nobody can tell you you're wrong about loving and liking whatever you spend your money on. The retards are the ones defending inart's garbage. That's who is retarded. I've said it before, but I have to repeat it because apparently uncarded is clearly retarded. I've never said, oh, you like inart, you're retarded. No, I've never said that. You are retarded for saying that, number one, inart is better than Hot Toys. That makes you retarded. Number two, defending inart's garbage that they push down your throat makes you retarded because you don't know what you're defending. You're defending a garbage company that is taking advantage of you. Therefore, you're retarded. So I just wanted to make that very, very clear. Number two, in my group specifically, when there's any drama going on that I want people to know about, I tag everybody. I do an at everyone. If you're in the group, in my group specifically, and that happens, okay, where you're tagged on some drama, no matter what it is, and you don't want to be tagged on that, you have two options. One is you can change that setting where you check a box where it says do not add me on, tags or whatever. You could do that. Option number two, you can leave the group on your own if you don't want to be tagged on any drama. Do not tell me not to tag you on anything in my group. It's my group. I do whatever the fuck I want. So if you don't want to be involved, you can leave the group or you could untag yourself. I don't go to your house and tell you what to do. So don't come in my house telling me what to do. You don't want to be involved? That's okay. You have two options. You can choose not to be tagged, or you can leave the group. Like I tell you guys, I'm not trying to get people to like me. I'm not trying to force anybody to stick around. You don't want to be part of it? It's okay. You have every right not to be part of it. That's fine. Don't tell me what to do in my own group. That makes you retarded. Because I don't go, not just me, but let's say anybody goes into your house and tries to tell you what to do in your own house. You can be like, who the fuck are you? So, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening. I'm doing. I got sidetracked, Chooch. We got Carlo in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you?
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante. How you doing?
FabsFigures reveals looks like the alien torch, the human. Yeah. the alien torch, the human, or something like that. Unbelievable. We got Ash in the house. Welcome, my
friend.
Ron, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Guys, hit the like button. There's 17 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. We got Michael in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. Johnny Storm. Ash, did you get that one, or you just got all the Deadpools and the Wolverine? Let me know. Let's see who else. We got Ernesto in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
He said $5. Guys, he doesn't have $5. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Gilberto, my friend, welcome. How are you? Buenas noches. Feliz lunes. Bienvenido.
I'm doing.
Let's see who else is in the house. Let's see. It's to keep your stalker waiting. Oh my god. Derek, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see. Bradley Cooper in the
I'm doing.
The 77 is going for crazy money in the secondary market. Of course, there's only 600 made. Only 600 made, and I believe they went to Sideshow because I don't think they're even available overseas. So Bradley Cooper got his today. He was rubbing it in my face. He was so happy about this figure. He wasn't talking about his garbage in art. Oh my god. Let's oh my god, this guy. Unbelievable. Let's see. You are wrong every time. Every time. Look at this. Wrong. Unbelievable.
Wrong.
Unreal. Let's see who else is in the house. As at 77, but guys, see what happens? He's all about in art 24/7, 365, but now, oh, Hot Toys. Oh, it's so good. This is your typical community person. Okay? Talking all the shit, but now they buy one figure and oh my god, this is the best thing in the world. Disgusting, Brad. Disgusting. Guys, hit the like button. There's 21 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. We only got 12 likes. Looks like we got some roaches in the house. Guys, hit the like button, please. That's the figure out one. Which one? Oh, the what do you call it? Human Torch. Oh, look at that. Nice. Send it to me. I'll tell people I want it from you. 2 million. Greedily on time for once. Unbelievable. Guys, hit the like when there's 20 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome. Let's see. Guys, hit the like button, please. There's 20 of you guys in here. Let's see. Disgusting, Brad. Disgusting. Dreams, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello!
Dream and Visions, welcome. Bow.
How you doing?
Bow. Unbelievable.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Oh my God. Let's see who else. Guys, hit the like button, please. There's 22 of you guys in here. You guys know I don't like looking for drama, but looks like I've been looking for drama lately. What a bunch of clowns. Any professional YouTube hecklers? He said professionals. Oh my God. Unbelievable.
Strands for the
Guys, hit the like button, please. There's 21 of you guys in here. Let's see. Faz, Captain America says, I will add, I will add it to the list. Don't be selfish, Ash, all the time. Leo, where have you been? Where have you been?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up?
Leo, where have you been? You've been MIA 100%. Where have you been? You've been MIA from the chat. You've been MIA from the streams. What is going on? Nothing happened. What do you mean? I haven't needed to use it yet. Nothing happened. Let's see. It looks like Mike's. Yep. I actually messaged him a couple times after Saturday, and he still hasn't checked the messages. So I have a feeling he's very upset. I have a feeling he's very upset. So, yeah, guys, can you imagine? Can you imagine somebody going to your house and telling you what to do in your own house? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? So, and I feel kind of bad because the person that did that to me today or yesterday, you know, they were always welcoming the new members of the group, right? Or they were always very friendly with when I would post, you know, the new members showing up into the group. He was always one of the ones to, you know, besides Ron does it all the time. But he was also one of the ones who always said hello to the new members. And again, I don't like doing that to people. And he was very polite about it too. But like, don't tell me what to do in my own shit. You know what I mean? Like, again, you have options. One, you can untag yourself from any future tags, because that's a thing. You could do that. Or just, if you don't like it, just leave the group. My feelings are not going to get hurt. I am okay. I've had that group for years. Okay. For years. And I had like 200 people in that group for years. So again, 200 people, 300 people, 500 people that never even posted anything in the group, never even liked anything in the group. You know, now there's we're almost at 5,200. We're definitely over 5,100. And obviously it's more active now. There's a lot more people getting involved and stuff like that. A lot of people promoting themselves, which again, they just come in to promote themselves. They don't like anything. They don't share anything but their own promotions, which to a certain extent that's annoying, but it is what it is. I'm not one of those groups that, like, I remember in the very beginning, before I started my group, I would promote, like, for example, my Instagram. They would be like, denied, delete post. And like a lot of groups are like that. They don't like you sharing your shit. They don't like you promoting your shit. I don't care about that. Like if you have something that people are gonna like and people are gonna be drawn to, by all means, get your people. But I was around when everybody would delete my shit. Any promotion that I had, nope, delete. So my group is just very, it's just a very lax group. People could post whatever they want and stuff like that. But don't go in there telling me what to do. I don't tell anybody what to do in my group. Obviously, if you make a post, like for example, a sales post with no timestamp, that's getting removed because it could be a scam. A lot of these Filipino sellers are in there posting stuff again with no timestamp. I delete them. Malaysian posts, I delete those because again, no timestamp. I don't know if these people are legit. I don't know if these websites that they post and they share are legit. So I get rid of all that stuff. But I don't tell people, what to do besides, hey, don't do this, don't do that. Absolutely not. Do whatever the hell you want. That's what the group is for. Even people posting like other things that are not 1-6 skill related or hot tools related, I leave it alone because if that's what they want to do, then that's what they want to do. But don't tell me what to do with my own shit. Do not do it. Let's see who else is in here. As I heard the fire. Oh, so I don't know anything about that, but he is not happy. He is not happy. Fast play the good, but I love you, the one. Which one? I love you, no. I love you, no, the one. Which one? Tell me which one. I don't remember. Which one's the one you like? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can. No, I don't know which one you like. This one? Which one? Which one? Tell me which one. I heard they fired those coach. My bad. Been watching the players rooting for the Broncos. Oh, I see. You've been busy with other stuff instead of your passion, which is collecting. Who says, wait, what happened? Who told you what I just explained it. Somebody was in the group. I had shared some drama. The screenshots that that we shared in the group chat. And somebody, again, very politely, it wasn't disrespectful or anything like that at all, which is why I felt bad. But they were like, hey, don't tag me in any drama. I said,
who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
So I had to remove him. You don't want to be tagged? You will never be tagged again. But again, like it's just not that he was disrespectful with how he said it or how he asked. But again, it's my house. It's my house. I live here. You would never allow somebody to go into your home and tell you what to do. Never. You'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? This is my house. So that was the whole principle of the whole thing. It's just don't go into somebody's group and tell them what to do. Again, if you don't want to be part of it, you have options. Untag yourself. Or, because remember, when you put at everyone in any group, you get the notification that you were tagged on something. There's an option that you can check off and say, do not remind me about this stuff anymore. And that's it. You'll never, anytime I do it, everyone, you'll never be part of that everyone tag. Maybe he doesn't know. I don't know. But your second option is, you know what? Let me just get out of this group because I don't want to be tagged in this drama. That's it. Very simple. But again, it wasn't that he was disrespectful. He was actually somewhat active in the group, which is what made it even more sad. But so that's what it is, Again, I would never go into somebody's group and be like, hey, don't do that. Like, what do you mean? My Pats are going. Of course, my Pats. Of course. The one team that's going to the Super Bowl suddenly now, it's Bradley's team. Get the hell out of here. Maximum Flex, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing.
Welcome. Also been working a lot. Well, I wouldn't know, my friend. I wouldn't know. You don't send me figures. You don't send me nut. Let's go for. Oh my God! Ooh, 800 plus. Maybe I'll sell it. Mine should be coming either Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe I'll sell it and split it with Bradley. Brad, you want to split it? You want to split 77 for $800? My God, that's insane. Again, 600 pieces. And I don't think they're overseas either. I don't think you can find those at because remember they had their own Japanese version. So I don't think, and they made more of the Japanese version that they did, which again makes sense, right? Asia is bigger than North America and everywhere else. So, but 800 plus, man. That reminds me of the time where I sold my, which again I regretted for years, my animation version Boba Fett. Oh, I sold that for $870 something on eBay. And I said, oh, I'll get this. No problem. Yeah, okay. Took me, I just got it when? I got it last year. I got it incomplete, missing one hand. And then I went to, I believe it was Toy Anxiety. Either Toy Anxiety or Monkey Depot. And I got my hand. And they had exactly just that one. That I was missing, that's the one they had for sale. $5. I got the figure incomplete for something like $200 and something, which a steal, and the hand was $5. So what does that mean? I made a $600 and something profit over the years, which is what I thought that was going to happen, right away, but of course not. Probably Tipsy Terminator. Tipsy Terminator. Ash, I love you. Wait, so Ash, which one? Oh, wait, no, but I got to pull that up from somewhere else. Let me see. Wait, you know what? Let me see something. I want to see something. Oh, Ash. You know what? I think I got you, Ash. I think I got you, Ash. Hold on. Oh no. Did I delete that? Ash, I deleted it. Oh no. No, I'll get it for you, but I figured something out, Ash. You just reminded me of something that I could do. But here it is for you, Ash. Here it is. Where am I? Here we go. Oh, so crazy, Ash. I can't believe it. There we go. All right, you ready, Ash? Are you ready? Let's go. Oh my God, Ash. But no, Ash, I figured something out. Now that you what do you call it? Actually, let me see if I can. No, I'm not gonna be able to do it through my phone, but I figured something out, Ash. So shout out to you. Next time it'll be legit, Ash. Actually, let me check something real quick right now. Ash. Here we go, Ash. Ash. Here we go, Ash. You're good. We're gonna give it to you. With sound. Sound it all. Sound it all. Ready? Here we go. Here we go, Ash. Here we go.
The priority shipping. So the earlier you
There you go. We got sound. Raise your volume.
So the earlier
You hear that? You hear the sound of that empty plastic? Again.
receive the priority shipping. So the earlier you
Look at that. Oh, so disgusting. So disgusting. So good, Ash. You just made it happen, Ash. So shout out to Ash for that. Let's see who else is in here. So imagine, guys, $800, more than $800 for that. That's insane. I mean, it makes sense. But now, do you guys think that's going to stay like that for a long time? I don't know. I don't know. You know, obviously, it's the same exact suit as the Japanese version, right? We have different accessories on it, different webbing, different things. But I think the 77 is a lot better than the 78 in the sense of you get two sets of eyes, right? You get a belt, right? You get the web shooter, right? The other one comes with that little watch thing. So I think the 77 is better overall, right? But again, I think what gives it that value is the fact that there's only 600, which is a lot less than the 1500 or 1200 that they did for the Japanese one. So it makes sense. Big Dog, how are you, my friend?
Hello!
Welcome. Let's see who else is in here, and then we'll get started. Guys, hit the like button, please. There's 30 of you guys in here. Do not be a roach on the stream. Do not roach on the stream. Do not be a roach on the stream. If it pains you to hit the like button, this stream is not for you. Let's see who else is in here. Let me catch up. Leo, selfish Leo. Selfish Leo. Let's see who else. So Sideshow will have the Japanese. I mean, didn't we RSVP for that? I thought we RSVP'd. Maybe not. Maybe that was the Nicholas Hammond version, but the 77. But I don't know if they will. I mean, they should. They should, but I don't know if they will. Because remember, they were the only ones who got the 77. So I don't know. Which was 14K. Oh my God. That's what I'm telling Brad. Brad, let's sell yours. We'll split it. Think about it. Do you know how many in-art figures you can buy with $400 after we split it? None. Oh my God. Let's see. It required a little bit more bubblegum. Bubblegum. CSI, welcome. Long time. Long time. Feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I won't be back. Terminator. Oh my God. See, you like that sound, Ash? Now I figured it out. I figured out how to put it on the stream with the sound. I was able to. I remembered that there was an option, but I completely forgot about it. That's why I was playing it the other way without the sound. But it just clicked that I could do it the other way. That's why. So shout out to Ash for reminding me that feature of StreamYard. Fabs with the sound. The inner video looks worse. No, absolutely. That sound is horrible. It is the cheapest garbage sound ever. It's like an empty piece of plastic, like an empty bottle cap of like a big plastic bottle cap. It's horrible. And again, the figure falling isn't the bad thing. It's that cheap ass sound. Guys, there's 23 of you guys in there. Please hit the like button. They're dropping like flies because I don't want to hit the like button. So hit the like button. Do not be a roach. Do not be a roach. Anybody not hitting the like button, look the like button. Look at yourself in the mirror and look at the antennas coming out of your roach head. You roach. Guys, hit the like button. There's 24 of you guys in here. Do not be a roach. You roach. You roach. Yeah, we are RSVP. That's what I thought. But again, does that mean we're getting it? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I've been listening and liking every stream. Just haven't been commenting. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, thank you. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's see. 19 likes. Thank you, everybody who hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Do not be weird. Oh, we got 20 likes. Thank you, everybody. I guess the roaches walked away. They didn't want to get any raid on them. I can't stand roaches. Oh my God. I don't understand. I don't understand why roaches come here. They come here to the best stream. Roaches cannot stay away from my stream. They can't stand the stream, but they can't get enough of being here. I can't understand it. They come in here to be a disgusting piece of garbage roach. They can't stay away. Imagine this is how amazing the God is. The roaches can't stay away. Pathetic. Pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. All right, guys, let's get started. So first and foremost, we have the Human Torch from Deadpool and Wolverine. As you can see, looks beautiful. Heroes, welcome, my friend. How are you?
Hello.
What's good, fam? I finally got Andrew Garfield, Amazing Spider-Man Deluxe, and it's amazing. I know mine's coming next week. Well, not this week, next week. So don't copy me, okay? What's worse, a roach or a peasant? Oh, roaches. Peasants are not bad. Peasant's just a peasant, but a roach. Oh, roaches carry filth. Roaches are filthy. They carry disease. You don't want to be a roach. I'd rather be a peasant than a roach. Roaches are disgusting animals, disgusting bugs. So as you can see, beautiful figure. So like I said earlier, the one thing that people are crying again, and I don't really care about people crying in this community about anything because they don't know anything anyway. And they're never going to be happy about anything. They're always crying about everything. Even when the figure's great, there's always a problem because these people are retarded. But when Inart comes out with some garbage, it's just suddenly the best thing in the world. That's how you know they're retarded. So as you can see, the likeness, right, is the one thing that immediately everybody, oh my God, remember what I told you guys? These blogger pictures have not been the most flattering pictures for these figures. So if you're waiting for this figure, or this a figure that you were planning on getting and you're waiting for the blogger pictures, get your figure. Get your figure. Again, remember what I said. Marvel figures, I don't know if you're ever going to get your money back, what you paid for. If somebody's willing to pay whatever you want for it because it's just newly released, it just came out, then you may get lucky. But if you're planning on making money on these figures, again, because of the fact that it's a Marvel figure, that may not work out. If it's something limited, if it's something artisan, if it's something, Star Wars, if it's something OT, but that's a completely different conversation, and you're most likely going to get your money back because that's going to be sold out 100%. So like I was saying, the likeness is the one thing that, as you can see, it's really not 100% as people would want it to be. See, here goes the Inart lover talking shit. So that's the one thing, again, from the blogger pictures. In hand, it could look way better. As you've seen, these blogger pictures have not been the best, like I said. So, but the figure looks great. The figure looks great as a whole, right? The outfit looks great. The effects look great. That wrap, right, looks amazing on the figure. Obviously, this is Photoshop, right? This is not. This is an effect here, and this is an effect here, but everything else is not real because remember what they're trying to go for is the full blown, lit version, which we're not for whatever reason, doesn't look like we're getting. Guys, there's 28 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button. Do not be a roach on the stream, you roach. So, beautiful pose here. Rudy said that he was going to steal this pose because he can't be original and come up with his own. So, as you can see, really awesome pose. You can see the clamp in the back here. There's one side here, one side over here. Obviously throwing the flame out, sexy, right? As you can see, just awesome pose. And then you got the beautiful diorama base with the flames. So again, as a figure, it looks great. Likeness, as you can see, not 100%. Again, from the blogger pictures, in hand, it could be different, right? I will never cancel a figure over a blogger picture. People do, though. And people listen to YouTubers that aren't getting shit anyway, and they cancel their shit. You guys have heard it here. So again, do not go by these blogger pictures because, like I said, they haven't been the greatest. So again, even from here, right? Do you really see Chris Evans? Not really, right? The rolling eyes aren't helping. Remember, I told you guys with the rolling eyes, sometimes it throws off the head sculpt completely. So that happens, right? As you can see here. Here it looks not terrible, right? A little bit more like Chris Evans. Again, not 100%, but a little bit more. And like I told you guys, if they can't get the likeness, you know, the basic likeness of the character, it's a fail, right? It's a fail because the whole point, the whole reason why we want these figures, why we get these figures is for that likeness of the character, right? I read you can set this figure on fire. Oh, I read you can set this figure on fire just for one time. Just for one time only. Faz, I think they're confused with Cap when this looks like no. And another thing, with the fact that they've done how many Captain Americas, how many head sculpts of Steve Rogers, and they look great. How can they not get this one on point? Weird. So I wonder who sculpted this. Hopefully the face looks better by the time it ships. Worst case, add a Captain America. I mean, the only one that would work, not that would work, that could work, would be Infinity War because of the beard. Remember, he's got a little stubble, he's supposed to have a little facial hair, right? Every other one, he's completely clean shaven, so that wouldn't work. And he's going to look way too young. Here's supposed to be age, as you can see. They purposely even gave it those crow's feet on the side of the eyes because remember, he's supposed to be under the sun. He was supposed to be all dirty, dusty. He's supposed to be out there, for a long time. So that's why the detail on that looks incredible. But likeness overall, that's the only issue. But again, exactly what you said. It could look completely different in hand, which it usually tends to do, right? The figures always look way better in hand than they do in pictures. And again, especially lately, because these bloggers have not been doing justice to any of these figures, I wonder if John Harburg would have been interested in Buffalo Bill. Oh, you're talking about football. I'm like, what is he talking about? You're telling me this isn't a... Oh my God.
How dare you?
Nathan Drake. Unbelievable. Disrespectful. Disrespectful.
Y'all don't ever disrespect me.
It looks like they made the likeness bad on purpose. Even the art box looks like third party. Is very weird. I haven't even seen the art box. But yeah, no, again, like I said, it's not the greatest head sculpt by any means. But in hand, hopefully it'll be better, which again, like I said, it usually is. So we'll see. Smash it. Yes, guys, hit the like button, please. There's 33 of you guys in here. Chris, let me know how many likes we're up to because it looks like roaches are roaching, coming in here looking for problems. We're gonna get into I'm gonna start looking for drama because you guys know You guys know I don't like drama, but I'm going to start looking for it. Yeah. So again, as you can see, this robe, this wrap looks incredible. Really, really good on it. So we'll see how I'm going to display it. I don't know if I'm going to put the fire effects on it, which obviously that's a must, but I love this look too a lot. You know what I mean? I always love the cloaks, and I always love, because without it, it's kind of plain. You know what I mean? Like, see how all the pictures have, see, like without it, it's just blah, you know, it's just blue on blue. But with that, it gives it a little bit of life. It gives it a little bit more, you know what I mean? It makes it just a little, that little bit better. So I love the wrap on it. But the flame effects give it a little bit of, you know, all right, this is supposed to be the Human Torch, so therefore, you know, it has to have some of the flame on it. Yeah, still nice figure. The flame effect. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still going to be a good figure, right? Whether the likeness is there or not, the figure is still going to be nice. But again, the reason why we get these figures, and the whole point of these figures, is for that character likeness. 99% of the reason why we get these figures, you know. Fab, send you a link for size 78 Japan. All right, thank you, my friend. Thank you, guys. RSVP for the 78 Japan version if you didn't get one. Because it's a great figure. Guys, hit the like button. There's 32 of you guys in here. We got roaches, guys. It looks like we are roaching tonight. They're coming in here looking for drama. They just want the drama. I think that people who bash this figure are in the wait list. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. But is it waitlisted already? I don't even know. I don't even know if it was that it was waitlisted. So that's weird. Hope such will start shipping these releases soon. Well, they just started shipping. I got my, actually, guys. I got my God Loki Artisan today, finally. I got my Cowboy Deadpool from Flashpoint today from 16kid.com. What else is shipped? My Black Widow Artisan shipped. My 77 shipped. My Darth Vader Battle Damage shipped. Like I said, my Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man will be shipping next week. My Hellbat is also shipping next week. So they're shipping. They're shipping, just not like the, you know, just not the newer stuff, I guess. Fabs, I have him in a robe. That's what I'm saying. The robe is nice, man. I love that robe look. I don't know why. I just love it. But it is what it is. Guys, there's 35 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. I think Torch looks, no, he looks fine. He's going to be perfectly fine. It's going to be a great figure, you know, on the shelf. But again, the likeness is not there 100%. Guys, hit the like button. There's 35 of you guys in here. Stop roaching. Stop being miserable roaches. If you're here for drama, I don't look for drama. Okay? I only like drama on the weekends. Only on the weekends. During the week, I'm drama free. Okay? I don't look for drama, only sometimes. Just kidding. All the time. Let's see. It is waitlist. See, I didn't know. But again, remember, two things are possible. Number one, Sideshow could be playing games to get more people to hit the wait list and make more sales. Number two, this was not a popular character for people, meaning they didn't really care for it, they didn't really want it, or they were hoping they were going to get it in the bargain bin, and they're cutting off the pre-orders to, again, not sit on a ton of them. So those two scenarios are very possible. They probably didn't make as many because, again, a lot of people didn't really care for him. A lot of people didn't really like him as a Human Torch from the original Fantastic Four movies. So they were like, you know what? Let's just cut it off so we're not sitting on a billion of these. And so now people are going to be crying about it, which it's what always happens. When the figures are available, when they make a ton, and they're sitting in the bargain bin, oh, see, this is why, because it was a shit figure. They could be crying about it right now. But like Ernesto said, most likely sitting on the wait list, talking shit, hoping somebody will cancel, and they get the conversion. Very possible, too. I didn't even know it was waitlisted, so that's what I was asking. But now that happens, right? Now this guy is limited, right? They're not going to make as many, most likely, if they're already wait. But again, that's the thing. Number one, they could have not made many, which is why it's cut off, or Sideshow's playing games. How are we going to know what the scenario is, what the reality is? We don't know. We will never know. We will find out once we start seeing, if it starts happening, that people are getting their conversions for this guy. If a lot of people start getting them, then you know they were just playing the game of, well, let's make it seem like, there's not many. Let's give them a little FOMO so they could start hitting the wait list. And then we go, here you go, you got lucky. Here you go, you got lucky. Here you go, you got lucky. Or, like I said, there's not that many. If you didn't pre-order, that's your problem. And then go figure it out. Because what starts happening is, obviously, if it's already waitlisted on a Sideshow, they're still going to be available most likely everywhere else if they made a lot. That's another way you could verify that, they do have plenty, right? If every other website is sitting on them, right? If all the other websites are all out as well, we have a problem. And that's when the figure is going to shoot up a little bit in price, right? Let's say this figure is $300 something because of the diorama. And you'll be paying, $4-ish for it, $450, $475, again, depending on whatever the prices go up to. But yeah, it could get funky, guys. It could get funky. Wait, let's Fab. What about her? What about her, Ash? Sneaker Loki. I need the Black Widow. I'm on waitlist. Black Widow. I can't wait for Black Widow. You guys saw Mike's live unboxing of the Black Widow. I can't wait. It looks, her face, that head sculpt looks beautiful. That hair looks beautiful. And very basic figure, but that's what it is. And I just can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. I can't wait to make the video for it. I can't wait to get it in hand because it's going to look great. I like this figure. I know it started to look cool since the day. No, so did I. Very, very basic, but it's very nice that they made the figure. That was one figure that I want to say Rudy said they're making the Human Torch. And I said, absolutely not. I said, there's no way, and then he goes, you'll see. And then after the fact, I was like, when they announced it, I was like, because I had completely forgotten how big Deadpool and Wolverine was, the movie, how big it was, how much of a blockbuster it was. So that was my mistake of thinking of, the character's role in the movie rather than the movie as a whole. And that's why he was 100% correct on that. Because I remember that conversation. He's like, oh, they're going to make. I said, absolutely not. Because again, his role wasn't that big. It wasn't that important. It was more like a funny thing, right? He was more like comedy relief in the movie. So that's why I didn't see that angle of it. Not that I didn't see it. I didn't think of it. But yeah, Rudy called this like immediately before it was announced. Fast Cassandra zap his skin. I wish Hot Toys made Cassandra, but I don't think that's happening. As you can see, I don't think it's happening. The only third party did so far. Yeehaw pool. Yeah, the Cowboy pool is in the house. Fast with 3, it's extra 3 shipping. Oh, yes, she is actually. I got the notification of mine shipping about 2 weeks ago now. Yeah, I think it was either last week or the week before. I think it's actually about 2 weeks now. And obviously mine's on payment plan, but I got the notification that she was ready to ship. So yeah, she's shipping from Sideshow 100%. So again, the effects always very cool. You can never go wrong with these effects. The effects are always getting nicer and nicer over time. See, like this, for example, the rolling eyes here kill the entire head sculpt. Like, it looks absolutely nothing like Chris Evans whatsoever. It looks very, very funky. So, but the hair, I love the hair. The hair looks really good. The beard looks really good. The open mouth expression, more exciting, you know, a little bit better than something closed mouth. Do I think that would have changed the head sculpt? I don't think so. But again, it gives it a little bit more life than just having a closed mouth like they usually tend to do. Here, looking forward a little bit better. But again, Chris Evans, you do see in certain shots, which again, that's not ideal. You want to see the actor in every angle, every picture, every shot. That's when you know they nail the head sculpt. Again, the effects, very, very nice. Love the effects. Love all of the effects that you could put on the figure. The fact that you could put still some, come on, man. The fact that you could still put some on the body, right? Having this on, cool. But as you can see, you're not going to have them all. You can still put the knee ones on. You could put these on the wrist, on the bicep on this side. But the ones on the shoulder, you're obviously not going to be able to put on with this bulk on it. Hopefully, though, you can try to rig it somehow where you could, you know, press it down and try to keep them on there if, you know, if that's a thing, if it's possible. But I would like to have them all on and with this on too, because again, I love this look here. See, the ones on the knees are nice. So again, let's see what happens in here. This is really cool. Again, makes the figure very tall, right? Way taller than it should be. And it is what it is. But this is a very cool effect as well. This should have been LED, right? USB LED light up feature, like the WandaVision, not the WandaVision, the Scarlet Witch base that I always talk about, right? But this is a very cool effect, like really, really nice. Again, Photoshop, all the flame is all Photoshopped here. And again, just basic. See, this is all also Photoshopped as well. Really cool. See here, he looks cross-eyed. See, the eyes looking up and in too much. Again, do you see Chris Evans? Not really. Not really. But again, the hair is perfect. Love the hair. The wraps, right? The wraps around the hand, really, really nice. I love that look too. It reminds me of that new beautiful in-art Terminator, right? They give you that cheap-ass forearm with the wraps on because they're the best company in the world. As you can see, Photoshop, more flames that are Photoshopped on the hands, on the side of the leg. I don't know why they would do that. Why would you Photoshop fake stuff on a picture that it's supposed to be displaying what the figure looks like once it's out? You know what I mean? I think that's retarded. Why? Again, it makes the pictures look cool, but we're not trying to make you're not trying to sell us on this. We're trying to see what everything looks like now that it's out. You know what I mean? The original prototype pictures is what should be all Photoshopped and whatever to show us, all right, this is what it could possibly look like, blah, blah, blah. But this is unnecessary. This is because, again, this is not real. This is not real. This is not real. So why are we looking at that? See, like this is what it should look like, right? You wanna enhance it with a little bit of more color. That's a different story. But keep the the actual effects on instead of giving us fake flames, because obviously that's not real. But see, all the effects on, just so badass. Really, really cool. And again, this look is very blah without that whole cloak. Very, very blah. I need that cloak on. These effects here are nice though, on the shoulders. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. See, this is badass right here. This fireball effect, sick. Look, you got some on the belt. It looks like you can put them in separate locations, which is cool. But this is really cool right here. This is a really nice effect right there. Again, that base is a little bit too big for me, but it is what it is. So again, Photoshop flames. Why? Ridiculous. Here it is with the hoodie on. Definitely not. I can tell you that. Absolutely not. I don't like the hood on at all, but I like that whole thing on it. See, like, no. It looks like Little Red Riding Hood. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. You remove that, so much better. See, like that. Oh, look, what did I say? What did I say? You can rig the shoulder effects, push them down, and still have the look. Here is my look. Oh, thank God. Thank God, because I wanted this thing on with those effects on everywhere. So it's going to work. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now I'm really excited because I could get to use this and I could get to use all the effects. Because again, Human Torch, we should have gotten a fully on fire version and then the standard. Doesn't look like we're getting that from this movie or Fantastic Four. So that's why I need all of the effects on it, obviously, as much as possible. And because they're easy to take off, right? You could have them on the side and then you just put them on. So now I'm really excited. See, oh, look at that. This is my look right here. So he's fully loaded with the effects on right now. This is my look 100%. So beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Unbelievable.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Unreal. Oh my God. Baz, right there, right here. I can see Chris. Right, correct. Here in this angle, 100% Chris Evans. Look at that. That is Chris Evans. Again, if it's not in every picture, they didn't do the job correctly. 100%. That is not accurate. But this picture here, that is Chris Evans all day. That is a perfect shot right there. All the effects on, all the flame effects on. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, fully flame mounted. No, we need it. And again, I have a feel we have to get that. One way or another, we have to get that at some point. So, either, obviously, we're not getting it from Fantastic Four. That's a fact. We already got the figures. All 4 figures are out for pre-order. We saw what we were getting. It's not that. But either, again, depending on what happens in the movie, Doomsday. Hopefully Doomsday. If not, then it's going to be Secret Wars. Again, we don't even know if that's going to be part of, the movie. You know what I mean? If we don't even know if Johnny Storm's going to be involved in that. So, but we have to get that one way or another. There's no way that we're not ever going to get that. We have to get that. There's always a possibility that we could get maybe some type of exclusive limited version of it. But again, that doesn't make sense because remember the MMSs are usually standard releases. The ones that are limited have been usually the repaints of things, right? So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. That's badass right there. You see a little bit of Chris Evans here, a little bit. But that's sick right there, that beautiful pose. Again, look at the effect. That effect is badass. Again, too tall, but it is what it is. Again, beautiful pose right here again. This one they definitely photoshopped because remember the other one had the clamps on. So this one they definitely removed the clamps and they have them floating up, which again looks way better when you Photoshop it. But just beautiful, beautiful figure. Again, some effects on it. Very clean outfit, even though it should be a little bit dirty. It looks like you get some, like, I don't know if this is lighting or, you know what I mean? It looks like he's got the 6-pack a little bit like with a little bit of white on there. So that could be a little bit of dust, a little bit of dirt. It just looks white from the picture. See? Chris Evans there. I don't really see it. The eyes look very funky from up close like that. So kind of a shame. That looks cool right there. Nice flying pose. Very basic. That looks cool there. Again, anytime you put the flames on, it looks so much better. Even though, you know, like this looks good too without the hoodie on. See, that looks nice. A little bit of Chris Evans there. Very little. Very, very minimal. And then you got one with Deadpool in the back. Look at him holding his hand. These people with these pictures. So again, beautiful, beautiful figure. Here it is with the clamp. Beautiful figure, guys. Beautiful, beautiful figure. Again, you don't have to like anything, like I always say. You don't have to like anything. Okay. But in art is not better than Hot Toys. If you think that, you are retarded. Just in case they didn't hear me again for the 80 billionth time that I've said it. Let me see. F2, welcome. How are you?
Hello!
Can the clamp damage the figure in the future? It depends on the material of what the figure is made up of. What tends to happen if you have these clamps on the figure, even though they have like protective padding around the clamps, what tends to happen is the pressure, the constant pressure in the same spot for weeks, months, years, over time, it flattens that area out. So let's say the material has some texture to it for whatever reason. And I know this, I'm telling you this because I have figures that has happened to. When you, for whatever reason, you have to take it off the clamp, you'll notice that that area where the clamps are completely flat, completely smooth, when the rest of the suit has some texture on it. So that is very possible, again, depending on what it is. If it's cloth, obviously it's not going to be a problem. For example, if you were to put a C-clamp, right, one of those clamps on, for example, the God Loki outfit, because remember, that's all cloth. What's going to happen to that? It's cloth, right? Even if it gets wrinkled or pressed, you could always, you know, get that out because all that is happening is just flat. But when the suit has texture, over time, it'll flatten it out, and then you'll have texture and then completely smooth. So that, and then obviously that's permanent. You can't fix that. You can't get that out. You can't, you know, you can't heat it back into place. You can't do much for it at all. So that's why those clamps are very, very tricky. I don't use them. Some figures is, you know, it's necessary. Some figures, they give you that. I never try to use them. Again, especially after finding that out when they ruin the figures. I'm going to give you an example of a figure that happened to. I want to see if I can think of one real quickly. You know, suits like like for example, Spider-Man, right? Like the Spider-Man from the upgraded suit, Spider-Man Far From Home, right? I have one right now with the clamp. Why do I have it with the clamp? Because that clamp came with the insert for the droid, right? Remember that what's that called? The not the droid, the drone. Oh my god, what was the drone's name? The ones that he released with the glasses. Anyway, even Hot Toys even made them by themselves, right? They made the drones on their own. So that's the only reason why I have that figure with that clamp on it. And that suit has actual texture on it. If I go remove that, you're going to see it's completely flat. So that's what I mean. So suits like that will get ruined over time. And again, obviously, what am I going to do? I'm not selling that figure anyway, so it is what it is. But that's what happens over time. If, again, depending on the material of the suit, and that's all that matters. Any other, if it's cloth, like I said, also leather, if it's leather, it may, you know, again, flatten it out. Remember, leather is not smooth. Leather always has some texture to it. So if you clamp it, again, for weeks, months, years, over time, that's just going to get completely flat, and it's going to ruin the leather as well. So as long as the material has texture, you don't want to use those clamps. That's why I always get those U style crotch hooks that Hot Toys always gave us for all the figures over time. I mean, in the beginning. and then they change them over time. Guys, hit the like button, please. There's 36 of you guys here. Look at that. We're roaching hard tonight. We are roaching hard. We got the scum of the roaching in the chat right now. Yep. 2 drop like 2 dirty cockroaches. We'll see how many more drop because there are a bunch of cockroaches, all of them coming in here looking for drama. Even though obviously you guys know, everybody in this stream right now knows that this is the drama channel. All I love to do is look for drama. So that's why they come here, so they could see the drama, but they don't even want to support the drama. Losers. Bunch of loser roaches. DTA life. Yeah, I think arms. Oh, you guys are talking football. Unbelievable. Also, is my friend. Welcome. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Welcome. Guys, hit the like button, please. There's 34 of you guys here. Do not be a roach on the stream. You roach. Yes, the Mysterio drone. Is that what they called it? I thought because Edith was the glasses, right? Edith was what he was using to call the drones, but I don't remember what they were calling the drones. If there was the Mysterio drones, then that's what it was. But I don't remember what they were called. But that figure specifically came with that clamp, and then for the insert for that drone, the drone. So yeah, that's exactly it. Let's hope Hot Tubs doesn't. No. Let me tell you something. Obviously, it's not the same looking blade as the original one, right? The original Blade 2 that they made. It's going to be a bigger body, bigger figure overall, most likely rolling eyes. But that's a figure that a lot of people have, number one, have been wanting them to remake, right? As a 2.0. Again, bigger body, rolling eyes, all these things. That is one figure that, number one, is very respected, right? Hot Toys knows guaranteed that everybody wants that blade to be perfect. So there's no way they're messing that up. And if they mess it up, if people are complaining about this guy now, wait till if God forbid they mess it up, wait till you see what happens with Blade. Let's see. When I need to hold the figure, and the only stand I have is a clamp, I place it on the leg. Correct. That's what should be done. If you don't want to mess up the figure, put it around the leg, even though, it's going to be this big and the leg's going to be like this inside of it, right? You're going to have a lot of wiggle room. But the whole point is to support the figure from falling. So it doesn't matter that there's a lot of room in there. You're not supposed to, clamp the leg. But that's a better way to using the clamp than to have it around the waist. Because, again, over time, it may be a problem. 26, thank you guys for those who hit the like button. Please hit the like button. There's 35 of you guys in here. Stop roaching on the stream. It's always the same, around 6 people always roaching in here. So it was about 6 to 7 people roaching in here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Got to be, I have a feeling it's got to be a pussy pack for some reason. I don't know why, but I feel like it's a little pussy pack that's always roaching on my stream. Sergeant Sal, welcome back. How are you?
Konnichiwa means what's up?
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Have a good day. Hope you watch later. Remember, this is the place to be when you want drama. So make sure you watch it. So again, can't complain about the figure. It is nice. Even the articulation, as you can see, right? They're not really showing you much, but the knees obviously bend very well. See, very basic posing. They don't really show you a lot of action stuff, right? So what does that mean? See, the leg doesn't really go up much. They have to bend the, they have to do ab crunch the body to give it that look because the legs probably don't do much going upwards, as you can see, right? So the bottom half of the body, see, again, not much action going on either. So what makes this figure is 99% is the head sculpt because that's what's the most important. And then secondary is the suit, right? So, which again, it's very basic. There's nothing exciting about this at all, besides the Fantastic Four logo. That's it. Why? Because it's the first Fantastic Four anything we've ever gotten. So a lot of people want to display that. But as a whole, this is a very boring outfit, That's why I need that wrap around it to give it a little life because it makes it look more badass. And the effects obviously make it the Human Torch. See, not a lot of action poses whatsoever. It's always that bent knee and the straight leg. That's it. All the action poses, see, are that. So it is what it is, right? Can't really complain about that much. I'll complain for you. Unreal. Oh my God. Unbelievable. And then obviously, guys, we got the second release, which this one is very exciting, like super exciting, because I don't know if a lot of you guys have been around, but the last alien figure that we got was the Warrior Alien. I forget what movie it was for. Oh, what was the movie? Was it? Oh man, what was the movie for? It's been a while. It's been a long time, but that was the last alien figure we got. It was supposed to be slightly updated because again, we had gotten a Warrior Alien years before that one. So this one was updated, right? A lot better body, a lot better everything. And so now, as you can see, having the Scorched alien specifically from Romulus, again, a completely different type of alien. You got a little battle damage, as you can see, on the head, right? Look at that little scarring there. So as you can see, right, remember the big chap, you could see the whole skull. So you get a little bit of that in here too, which is again very, very cool. How many Xenos are you getting? All of them? Whatever. No, like you mean like this? No, just one of each. Whatever comes out, just one of each. I can't get multiples of really much anymore because the fact that I have limited space and then to constantly keep getting doubles or triples of the same figure, that doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Again, for me, because I'm running out of room. But always one of each. Always one of each. This one looks, yep, it's a beautiful, beautiful figure. I wonder if we get any alien from Alien Earth. Possible, but what would they give you, right? Are they going to give you something brand new? Right? Or they could give you this instead of Scorched, give you a clean version of that and repaint it and then name it whatever. It's obviously not going to be Scorched alien, so it's going to be alien from Earth, Alien Earth. So that's possible, because remember, this body is going to get reused for something, unless it's the same big chap body, just a different head, because remember, that's why it's called Scorched. So that's also a possibility that it could be the same exact thing as a big chap, which I doubt. But if it's not, this is going to be reused one way or another. Guaranteed. They have to reuse it. Because remember, this is supposed to be a brand new thing, better articulation, better than the Warrior Alien that we got years ago. Way better, different. So it's gonna get reused. Pass on this. Come on, Plo Koon. Yeah, Plo Koon is another one that a lot of people are waiting for. This alien figure. No, it's beautiful. Beautiful. So you like this? This is trash. Absolutely not. So as you can see, the tail, articulated tail, beautiful. The detail of these aliens have always been great. Remember, Hot Toys has been making aliens for a long time. Remember that they used to be like little kits where you would have to put them together. The legs would be off and you would have to snap them on, just like the Predators at one point. So and I know this because I have the only aliens I've ever bought was a dog alien, and I had something else. I had a dog alien. I have a dog alien, and that's how it came. I had something else years ago, and it was all beat up when I got it, so I just resold it. And believe it or not, I got my money back. Because again, it wasn't new. So I stopped buying them because I'm like, oh, this is how they're coming. I'm like, if you don't take care of them, they're going to be all, dried up and all messed up, and the joints are like crap. So that's why I stopped buying them. So I only have a dog alien, and even that dog alien is a little, the joints are a little crapped out. So 2 aliens that I really wanted were the Pred aliens, right? They made a limited version battle damage, which is very limited, and then they made a standard Pred alien version that would, but the thing was like, I think I want to say 13, 14 inches, like very, very tall. And they're supposed to stand up straight. So I never got those, which I really wanted them. Hopefully at some point they'll make them again. But I didn't really get too many of the aliens because of that. But the Predators, I have a bunch of those. But again, look at the hands. The hands are insane. Look at the detail. Look at the fingernails. The detail on these things is always incredible. Remember, these are molds, by the way. All these bodies, this is an entire one-piece mold, the entire torso and upper body. And then obviously the arms are, ball and socket joints. Same thing for the legs. These are all ball and socket joints. And you just snap everything together. So they make those, those molds really, really good. They always have. Like I said, the top of the head sculpt, the fact that you can see the skull, right? Awesome. Scorched xenomorph. Again, as you can see, it looks like it should be able to stand up on its own. I doubt it. I doubt it because again, it could, but it is very, very, as you can see, top heavy, right? That head sculpt is oddly shaped. So the weight of the head probably not even at all. So it's going to be kind of tough to stand it up on. Again, I hope not, but look how thin the legs are. Look how weird this articulation is at the bottom, how pointy it is, right? So for you to balance all of this from up here on this down here doesn't make sense. So like I said, this is most likely not going to stand up on its own much, but hopefully it does, because it is necessary to have a figure, that at least stands up on its own. Again, look at all that detail. Beautiful. That head sculpt, beautiful. Look at that. Closed mouth, the teeth. These are always great. These aliens are always great. And that's why I tell you guys, Hot Toys will never stop making aliens. They will never stop making Predators because these figures sell. These figures are always gone. These figures never sit in the bargain bin ever. Ever, ever, ever. So that's why they will always make them no matter what. And now with the, with the broken tusk Predator, right? What does that mean? They're not only making MMS, but they're making other stuff, right? That's a comic book version. So that goes to show you that they know that there's money to be made, and they're going to make. Do not be shocked if there's a comic book alien. Remember, what do we get? AVA, Avengers versus Aliens, or Aliens versus Avengers. There's a possibility that there could be an alien made for Aliens versus Avengers, just like they did the Miles. Remember that the Miles figure, right? The AVA Miles was all about that. Was, the face hugger magnetically attached to him. The entire base was, bits and pieces of xenomorphs. So huge possibility because of that. So maybe that's how they'll reuse this body again, because I'm telling you, they're going to reuse this body again. Say, look at this pose. So what does this tell you? The articulation on this thing, insane. Look at the tail again. Articulated tail. This thing looks beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, is this going to stand like this? Hopefully, but this looks too good to be true. You know what I mean? Look at that. Looks like a dog alien a little bit. This I see happening because, as you can see, right, 3 legs. You got 2 legs in the back. You got the one arm down. So obviously, if you can't balance a figure with 3, with three what do you call it? 3 hands or 3 feet, then we have a problem, you know? But I think this you'll be able to pull off no problem. Look at the open mouth. That looks beautiful. Look how detailed that is. Look at the inside of the mouth. We didn't even get the second mouth yet sticking out, which we will. There it is. Look at that. You can't beat these figures. I don't care if you're not a fan. These are great, great figures. These are very, very realistic figures, right? Detailed figures, accurate figures. Can't beat these things. Can't beat them at all. Yeah, we definitely got roaches tonight. Like tons of roaches tonight. It is disgusting. I don't understand why these people come here. Like, I will never, and I will repeat myself forever. I don't understand why you come here looking for drama, why you come here looking for problems. Just don't come here. Nobody wants you here anyway. Nobody, what you don't like me. What are you staring at my mug for? I will never understand it. I will never get it. It'll always blow my mind. Go get a job. Go do something that is not be here. All these roaches in here all the time. My God. I would make it a canon. I would make it canon that Star Wars and aliens come from the same world. Such a great. No, they're great. They're great figures. Again, you don't have to like them, but they're great, great figures. This is a posable figure. Yep. No, it should be. These joints should be incredible. They're newly made. Everything about it is, again, updated from the Warrior Alien that we already got years ago. So, Aliens was released 1986, so maybe this is the year for. Oh, possible. That's a good point. Very possible. But again, this body's going to get reused one way or another. It could get repainted for something. Again, it could be comic for AVA. But this has to get reused again for something, because this thing would be a waste to make just one figure with it. Again, as you guys know, it is very rare. Look what just now talking about the 77 Spider-Man. What did they do? They did 2 figures back to back. 78 Spider-Man in Japan and 77 Spider-Man North America, because it's the same exact body. It needed to be reused. You know, so that's what they usually do. They have to capitalize on that, you know, and that newly developed body, because that's usually what it is. Ratcheted everything, right? Ratcheted shoulder, ratcheted abdomen, ratcheted legs. You know, they have to capitalize on spending all the money that they spend on these figures, developing these bodies, and to just make one and done, again, doesn't make any sense. You know, guys, hit the like button. There's 33 of you guys in here. Like I said, it's usually the same 5 to 7 roaches. 5 to 7 roaches. Devil Dog Comics, welcome. First time here. Nice to see ya.
Hello!
The Alien 6 getting this just to stand against Wolverine or Miles. Next to Miles, it would make more sense. Obviously, Wolverine, that looks nice too. But next to Miles, AVA Miles specifically, that would be badass. I have a shelf with my Dog Alien, my Warrior Alien, the updated Ripley, right? The one that came with the cat, because I don't have the original one with the power loader. I never got her. I thought she looked like a horrible toy. Rudy has her with the power loader. I never got her with the power loader. But again, she looked horrible. It's very, very toyish. The body back then, you know, complete garbage. Very, very old Hot Toys figure. The likeness is not even there. That funky little short little hair that she came with, also very funky. So I didn't bother with that. So I got the updated one. I got the newer one. That came with the flamethrower. She came with the other gun. She came with that the carrier thing with the cat. And then I think she came with something else. So that one I have, and that's why I'm going to put on my aliens. I'm going to most likely have to figure out where this one's going to, because it's not going to fit with the Dog Alien, the Alien Warrior. I also have the Angel. What's it called? Something Angel Alien Girl. That was a like a one-time thing that they made. that Hot Toys made. So those 4 figures are on one shelf on a detail in a detail. So I have to figure out where that's going. Most likely the angel, the alien girl's coming out of there, and she's gonna be in the and this thing is going in there. But it's necessary. Guys, hit the like button. There's 31 of you guys in here. So beautiful again. Can't beat. Look at that. You it doesn't get any cooler than that. Look at that pose. Look how real that looks. Look, you got the effects of like the sparks in the back, right? You got some sparks here. And look how real that looks like a movie scene. So you can't beat Hot Toys, man. And we know, obviously, Inert's going to come out with their version. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Inert will never make an alien because they're a bunch of bums. So look at that. Again, that looks like part of a movie. That does not look like a toy. That does not look like, a figure. That looks like it's a screenshot of a movie. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that again. Another movie scene. That looks beautiful. Look how he's gripping the pole. Look at the arm down here, fully extended. Look at the tail. Look at the articulation, how low this thing goes, how much it bends from the waist. Look at that. Are you kidding me? How badass is that? Again, looks like it came from a movie. That does not look like a toy. That does not look like a figure. This thing is beautiful. Again, is that going to stand on its own? Who the hell knows? But it looks gorgeous. Look at the mouth. Look at that. Are you kidding me? So again, like I tell you guys all the time, you don't have to like anything. You don't have to like anything. But these figures are great. How can you hate stuff like this? You know what I mean? Unless you're miserable. As you can see, look, another one. Looks like straight out of a movie scene. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at this, another one. Just badass. Again, the articulation on these things it has to be incredible because the Warrior Alien didn't have much going on for it. Because again, it was an older figure. Look at this. Again, if we could get the figure to stand up like this, that's a hit. That's a hit all day. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. See, what people don't get is these legs. How can this little thing here and this little thing here support all of this up here? Like, impossible. And that's why the older ones, you couldn't stand them up by themselves. Never. So as I'm saying, this thing better have changed a lot, or this is just all photoshopped. Because you couldn't do any of this in the past, like at all. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Here's another shot of look at that. These things are cool. Always really nice. How you get them out is there's a little switch knob in the back, it's flat. So you got to like push it in this way, and then this pops out, and then to push it back in, you got to like pop it down, and then it goes back, it snaps back. So it's like on a spring type thing. And just gorgeous. Beautiful. Even the back. Look at the back. Very detailed. Everything about this is always very detailed. About every single alien they've ever made has always been very detailed. We got a face hugger here, which again, these face huggers are always articulated. All of the legs are always articulated. Remember that who made a Present Toys made that Ripley figure that was literally a tiny Fison with a head sculpt. They gave us a face hugger too. I didn't get the figure. I think Glooch got the figure. We got a face hugger, but the face hugger was not articulated. It was literally just a sculpted, one-piece face hugger that didn't do anything. Hot Toys will give you the same thing, but with articulated legs. So it'll be a sculpted, mold of the face hugger body, with the holes for the joints, and then they'll give you the legs separately, and then they'll stick them in, and you'll get the full articulation, as you can see. They could take a shortcut, like people say. You know, Hot Toys could sit there taking shortcuts and just give you a one-piece face hugger, like Present Toys did. But they know that we expect way more from them, and that's why some things, it is understandable for people with logic. It is understandable that they have to take shortcuts, again, because it's money related. Not because it's laziness, but it's money related. Right? If you just spend money on engineering and having a specific mold done, right? And you spent a certain amount of money to do that, why wouldn't you reuse it as much as possible? I.e. the clones, i.e. the stormtroopers, i.e. a lot of the bodies. If you just design a brand new body for this specific figure, why wouldn't you reuse that body for another figure and another figure? It's just logically, it's just money. But people who can't process that, who can't understand that, they call that laziness. And again, I'm not saying that they don't take shortcuts, because they do. And sometimes it is justified. Most of the time it's justified. But if they're a company that, you know, like people claim that, oh, they always take shortcuts, why don't they give us, you know, who's really going to care that this face hugger has joints or not? Who is really going to care? As long as you get the face hugger, guess what? I have a face hugger. It's going to stand there anyway. So they don't have to give you joints, but they don't like taking shortcuts for certain things because it makes the product that much better. And they know that we expected, not only expected, but with the amount of money that we pay for these things, we shouldn't be getting plain, simple modes like third-party companies give us. That's why they do what they do. And that's why a lot of people that always bash Hot Toys, I say they're retarded because they don't know any better. They complain about everything and anything they possibly can because they got nothing else better to do. Just like when they come here to look for drama, to talk shit, go do something else with your life. This is the drama channel. Get used to it, bitch. You know? So, as you can see, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Looks like it's running again. Guaranteed this is not going to. Now, think about this. I said it's not easy to stand it up on the 2 feet. It's standing up on 1 foot and 1 toe. This is not happening. Guaranteed this is not happening. Look at that. 1 toe and 1 foot. It ain't happening. There's no way this is getting balanced on 1 foot. It ain't happening. So that's what I'm saying. So we could be getting a lot of photoshopping for a lot of these pictures. But again, hopefully we get good articulation and good balance out of these joints, a good, good strength out of the joints too, right? We don't want wobbly joints. We don't want loose joints. So the joints have to be good. Ratcheted, I don't think they'll ever be ratcheted, specifically for the hip joints, because they got to be a ball and socket joint, to be able to open the legs a little bit more than a ratcheted joint where, maybe you can't. So that's the thing with these figures, because again, the bodies are funky, they're very funky looking, they're shaped funky. So, but again, I hope we get the best articulation in the world. Who would win a fight, Venom or Xenomorph? Venom. I think Venom. I think 100% Venom. Venom. Mitchell, welcome. How are you?
Konnichiwa. Means what's up?
NECA did a great job making the Scorched Xenomorph. NECA did it in what scale, Mitchell? If you could tell me, because I don't pay attention to NECA. NECA, I own their Predators, their quarter scale Predators. They're massive. I think they were 16 inches 14 inches tall. No, I think it was about 16 inches tall. The quarter scale ones, I actually gave them to Robin years ago. He sent me a few things and I sent them 2 of them because I wasn't going to use them. They didn't really belong in my collection anyway, so I got rid of them. Well, let me know what scale, Mitchell. But yeah, guys, again, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous figures. Look at the tail again, articulated tail. Can't beat that. See, like this squad pose here, like good luck trying to pull that. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope that we could do this all day, every day, but it's not going to be. I'm telling you, it doesn't look like it's possible. Oh, it's twice the size of a 12 scale. It's twice the size of a 12 scale. So wouldn't that be a 6 scale? Am I bugging out? Am I wrong here? If it's twice the size of a 12 scale, wouldn't that be 6? Am I bugging or do I not know math? Mitchell, what does that mean? Twice the size of a 12 scale. So it's smaller than a 6 scale, but it's twice the size of a 12 scale? Because isn't the 12 scale half of 6 scale? I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging out. Maybe I'm retarded today. I don't know. Let me know, Mitchell. See, so this is standing like this, it looks just like the big chap. Remember that big chap is usually standing straight like this. But this is sick how it stands up like this. Look how tall this thing is. Look at the face huggers the face hugger on the base, because we only get one. Look at all the goo and the and all that stuff that comes out of their mouth all over it, which again, some of this was on the AVA Miles base. These bases I don't really care for. They're kind of big and they come with that clear post, right? And so I don't really like those, but it's kind of telling of what's going to be happening with this figure, or display wise. You're most likely going to have it either with the hook here, right? They give you that single hook, or maybe a clamp around the waist. But who knows? I don't like these bases at all. I don't use them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I hope whatever whatever it is, I could use the ones I use, the oval ones that Hot Toys used to give us. Look at that shot. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So Scorched Xenomorph. Look at that. Oh my God. That's from the logo of the movies. Look at that. That is sick. That is a gorgeous shot right there. That is awesome. That looks like a what do you call it? Like a poster shot. You could print this out and make it a poster. 100%. 100%. You're 100%. Right? Like, am I bugging out? You know what I mean? Like, he made it sound like a riddle. It's twice the size of a 12 scale, so I think he was trying to trick me.
How dare you?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Again, that's a gorgeous shot right there. That is beautiful. Say, look at him all squatted up on the tip of something. Again, good luck trying to pull this off. It's a 7-inch scale, but it stands over 9 inches, around 23 centimeters. Oh, so it's a taller figure. Gotcha. Yeah, 9 inches. That's not bad. And NECA's pretty good. NECA, the thing about NECA is, they're really toys. You know what I mean? When it comes to like articulation stuff, it's like the most basic stuff ever. But their detail is always very good. It's just, when it comes to those bodies are usually very, very toyish, but they make cool stuff. Very cool stuff. That's a sick shot right there. Look at that. That's a beautiful shot. So it looks like we're able to replace to swap out this top piece here. Am I bugging out, right? Because some images have it and some don't. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Because I'm like, wait a minute. So yeah, so as you can see, this is a clean version. And this is the battle damage version. So it looks like we could swap out the heads. And obviously they told us that in the beginning for the prototype. I just completely forgot because it's been so long. So yeah, as you can see, we get 2 looks. So you can get 2 of these and have 1 battle damage. Again, is it really necessary? Not really. But if you're an alien lover, of course. Also, guys, if you're looking to make some money, okay, let's say you don't even collect this stuff, but you want to make some money. These things will sell out 100% from everywhere. So if you want to make some money, get yourself 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever you think you could afford. You're going to make money on them. Guaranteed. This is not something that's going to be sitting anywhere. Guaranteed. So if you're looking to make, even if it's, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100, you're going to make that money. The longer you wait, the more money you're going to make. Why? Yes, this is from Romulus, but there are a lot of Alien fans, Alien lovers. People will just buy Aliens just to have them in their collection, whether it doesn't matter what movie it's from. You'll have all the Aliens all together. You'll have all the Predators all together. So you're going to have somebody that, let's say, for example, got the big chap, but they couldn't get this one, or got this one, and couldn't get the big chap or whatever. Even if you don't collect these and you're looking to make a little bit of money, these will never sit. You will never sell these at a loss. You will never have a problem selling these. The only problem you're going to come across is how much more money do you want? That's it. Because somebody's going to offer you a certain amount of money. You can say, man, I could probably get more later on. And that's going to be true. The longer you wait with these, the more pricey they're going to get, the more value they're going to gain, because once they're gone, they are gone. Like I said, Hot Toys could reuse the body for something else. It's not going to be Romulus. A lot of people love Predators. They're not going to bother with the broken tusk version of that Predator. That Predator is going to sell out either way. So, again, if you're looking to make a buck, you know what I mean? 7-inch figures kindly called a one-ton scale, so like Iron Studios like to do. See, I wouldn't know that, but I knew when he said twice the size of a 112, I said, wait a minute. I think the mouth needs more spit. All right, take it easy, Diddy. Fab, don't listen to the garlics. You know I come correct. Don't listen to the garlics, he said. Faz, it send you something. I do not know if allowed to stream copyright stuff. All right, let me see. So like I said, guys, if you're looking for some money, do yourself a favor. Oh, the Figure Hideout made the video. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, that looks beautiful. That picture you sent me. See? So again, what did I say? You get that post. They're giving it now. It's not clear. It's black this time. And it most likely has that hook at the bottom. because they're not giving you the clamp. So again, I hate those bases. Those bases are useless to me. But yeah, the Figure Hideout made their video. So that's exciting. That thing looks great. Looks really, really good. If you can get only one figure, which one? Scorched Alien, Big Chap, Big Chap. Big Chap all day. Big Chap is more iconic. Remember, this Scorch is only from Romulus. Big Chap comes from the original figure, from the original movies, right? Big Chap is the second. It's the second time they make a Big Chap. They made it again from the original movies the first time, which is this one's going to be way better articulation, way better detail, way better materials, way better everything. So the Big Chap again, more iconic than this. This is only from this movie, even though obviously all the aliens are from every movie anyway, right? This alien style appeared in every single alien movie ever made because a xenomorph is a xenomorph, period. Yes, there are different types, but this one is not anything special. What is this? Scorched. Right? What does scourge mean? Has nothing to do with being a xenomorph. It's still a xenomorph regardless, whether it's, scourged or not, which is why they give you the two heads, right? The two covers. I mean, it's not, you don't get two heads, you get a cover. So you get the battle damage cover. You can remove that and put the clean cover, as you can see, right? This is a clean one. But this is just a standard xenomorph. The Big Chap is something specific. It's a xenomorph, but it's a Big Chap xenomorph. There's not, millions of those like your standard xenomorph. So that's why the Big Chap, again, to me, is way more valuable, way more important in the collection. That's the one I've been wanting forever. And not recently, but I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago, I almost bought it at it was going for I think over $400. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I don't have it. I really want it. And the fact that you could stand it up literally completely straight, I don't have to worry about, having it in some type of weird pose or whatever, like this right now, because it's usually shown as a straight, standing up straight xenomorph. So that's why to me, the Big Chap is way better. I got the Big Chap on pre-order. I might get this. See the Big Chap. Mitchell, why did you pre-order the Big Chap? Because I have a feeling this came out first. If I'm not mistaken, this was definitely announced first. So why didn't you get this? But when the Big Chap was announced, why did you get that? Guarantee you it's again more popular, more meaningful when it comes to being an alien fan. So that's why Big Dog, the Big Chap over this all day. This is again your generic xenomorph. But the Big Chap is its own thing. It's its own world. 32 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Thank you, Roaches, for finally leaving. This is the drama channel, but the drama is not for you. Stay away from here. I do not collect alien, but gotta take the hat off this guy. No, I'm telling you. Ernesto, try to start collecting $5 here, $5 there, little by little, and get yourself one of these. I know $5 here and there, the economy now, but try to get yourself one of these and then resell it. And then the profit will split it for giving you the idea. I got the Big Chap because it has more. Thank you. There you go. Has more nostalgic memories for me, plus it's more iconic and classic. There you go. And that's the case for any alien fan. The Big Chap is a bigger deal than, again, this Scorched version is nothing special because it's your standard xenomorph. Yes, specific to Romulus, but it is more meaningful because of that, because of the movies. But the Big Chap is, it's a must. And like I said, I can't wait for that Big Chap because I've been wanting it. Like I'm saying, I almost spent over $400 for it just to have it because it's such a cool looking piece. And then when they announced it, I was like, oh, hell no, I'm getting it. I'm waiting for the new one. There's no reason to go backwards for the older one when it had all those issues. When at this, by now, getting it from eBay, who the hell knows the condition of that thing? So that's why it's, I pre-ordered that thing faster than you could say Luchas Mandingos, So that's why I know, again, that's how I view it. And so does Mitchell. It's a bigger deal as a of an alien. He said, "Will do." Unbelievable. I think Scorched has more presence than Big Chap. Again, this is your standard, right? This is what you like. Any movie, anytime there's an invasion of aliens, this is what you're seeing. This is the one that's everywhere, right? You have your dog, which is the one that's always running, and then you have this one second, which is the little bit bigger one. The Big Chap is not the one that is everywhere. That's the difference. So this is your standard. This is the second in line, right? Again, your dog, this one, and then the Big Chap. You don't see 100 Big Chaps in the movies, never. But you see 100 of these. You see 100 of the dog. I hope we get 2.0 Alien Warrior. See, I don't know. Because the other one, again, it's years old now. It's got to be more than 5 years old. Definitely more. It's got to be at least 7 years old now. So that is the updated one. Again, now, obviously, if they make it again, it's going to be updated more than that one. But it is too soon, number one. If they decide to make it, it has to be after a dog alien, because a dog alien is one alien that they haven't remade. They only made it one time, if I'm not mistaken. So we had Warrior Alien. We got a remake. Xenomorphs. I believe we've got them. I didn't never bought any, but I'm guarantee you we had them before. Updated with this one. Big Chap. We had one updated. The next thing to be updated has to be a dog alien. It has to be a dog alien. So maybe once they announce the updated version of a dog alien, then after that, again, going back to the cycle, then at some point a warrior alien is a must. Again, if that's going to be a thing. But again, remember, Ripley has to be made at some point. You're most likely going to get two versions of Ripley. Regular standard version of her alone. Then you're going to get Ripley with the power loader. Diecast 99% has to be. If they made a gantry diecast twice for a regular Mark IV diecast and Neon Tech Mark IV diecast, why wouldn't they do a power loader diecast? So at some point in between these aliens being remade, you're going to have to get Ripley somewhere before we get an updated, warrior alien. 100%. Because it wouldn't make sense for them to all of a sudden announce another. Again, they could do whatever they want, like I tell you guys all the time. But it wouldn't make sense for them to announce another one just for no reason when, again, that one is already the second one that is supposed to be updated. So they're not going to give us 3 and still no Ripley. That doesn't make sense. And like I said, again, they can do whatever the hell they want. They always do what they want, but it doesn't make sense. Fabs look awesome passing me. No, it's a great figure. It's a great figure. I'll wait for Inner. Of course. Keep waiting. Hold your breath while you wait. Guys, it's 35. If you guys are new, please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Dave, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Big Chop represents H.R. Geiger for the fullest. Big Chop is all about biomechanical nightmare. See, we got an expert in the house. So, but again, even as a figure, like forget that. Even as a figure, it's just a nicer looking figure. You know, I guarantee you, it's got to be slightly bigger than this. It has to be, because again, this is your standard alien, your standard xenomorph. Like I said, you got your dog, you got this, then you got Big Chop, and then you got, I believe, Pred Alien, which is again bigger than Big Chop, and then you got the Queen. So, you know, but Alien and Aliens are more popular than Alien 3, but this is how no, it's all about toys. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Aliens are aliens. If they come out with an alien from Alien 3, guess what? Nobody's looking at the movie. You're looking at how the alien looks as a toy, as a figure. So those things are going to sell out regardless. Same thing with the Predator. People were talking about, like I mentioned earlier, with the broken tusk Predator. People, I don't want that. That's not my Predator. It's going to sell out anyway because it's a Predator. So, yes, obviously, to a certain extent, to some people, the movie matters. Absolutely. But not for everybody. People just like getting their figures. People buy them, again, to resell them. These things are not going to be sitting in the bargain bin. I can guarantee you that. And like I told you guys earlier, if anything, if any of these figures, Alien and Predator, if any of them are going to sit in the bargain bin, it's going to be the broken tusk. And I can guarantee you it ain't going to happen. So movie related, right? Movie wise, you're 100% correct. The first two were always, the most popular, but figure related, people don't care. Especially in this community when there's new people getting into it every single day that obviously don't have a lot of these things. They see a new one coming out. Oh, I need it. They don't care. I don't care what movie it is. I need this alien. So that's the thing. Oh, Ripley's coming, but I want Ripley from Aliens. Well, no, they could give us different versions. They could always give us different versions, right? So it's just whatever they decide to make at the time. But for example, the one we already got that I told you I have with the flamethrower, and she's fully dressed and she's got the longer curly hair. Obviously that's not from from the Power Loader movie. So as I'm saying, they're going to make whatever they need to make, but it's time for a remake of that original one that they made years ago with and without the Power Loader. Because remember, they made one just her, Ripley by herself, and then you got the Power Loader version, which is, again, what's most likely going to be next. Has to be made at some point. Scorched Xeno is biggest in size out of all in. I'll see. I don't know about that. Like I said, again, toy related, the Pred Alien has been the tallest out of all the alien. And yes, you could say, well, that's a Pred Alien, that's Predator and Alien. Fine. But that was the tallest one out of them all. Now, let's see. Let's test your knowledge. Scorched Xeno is bigger than Big Chop, but not bigger than Alien Queen. So let's see. Let's see, guys. Let's see the measurements. Let's Google this knowledge. All right, so come on. Let's see. Big Chap is the nickname for the original xenomorph from the first Alien film. And while it's a standard adult drone, other xenomorph types or versions, like those in Alien Isolation, can appear larger due to designs or hosts. So they vary due to design or hosts. But they are generally variations of the same 7 to 8 foot tall creature. The Romulus movie features a taller Big Chap variant.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
So, like I said, when I don't know something, I tell you guys I don't know shit. But when I say something, it comes from somewhere. Eddie Alvarez wanted his alien bigger. Again, like I said, like I just read, different variations, different hosts. Fine. Because remember, the face hugger is what dictates, right? The face hugger getting into whoever is what dictates what's going to come out. But like I said, Big Chap, as far as I remember, and this was from years ago, was one of the bigger aliens. Again, over the newer movies coming out, if that changed, then that changed. But as far as I remember, that was the case. But you're right. AVP Xenos are different. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And that's all I'm going by. What I know from what I've seen. If things are changing, then things are changing. But I don't say shit that I don't know anything about, because you guys know I'm very quick to tell you I don't know shit. There's no shame in saying you don't know shit. You know what I mean? And I tell you guys all the time, if I don't know something, guys, I don't know anything. You know, but again, so going back to the figures, right? Whether it's Alien, whether it's Aliens, whether it's Alien 3, people are gonna be like, I need the figure. I need the figure. And that's why these things don't sit, right? The popularity of the IP. Same thing, like I tell you guys, why Hot Toys will never stop making RoboCop, Back to the Future, Terminator, Predator, Aliens, right? Why? Because these things sell out all the time. Doesn't matter what they make of it. It's not like, oh, people just want a Big Chap. Oh, no, people just want a xenomorph. Oh, no, people just want a dog alien. Oh, no, people just want a T-800. Everything always sells out, no matter what. So it's just easy money for them. So that's why I said, at some point, Ripley has to be remade. You know, again, specifically the one from that they haven't redone yet, which was from the Power Loader version, right? Because that needs to be done with the version that Present Toys just did. That version needs to get done again by Hot Toys, because they haven't updated it at all. So most likely we're gonna have Rolling Eyes. Possible that we could get Artisan, maybe not. But again, anything's possible. And then again, diecast Power Loader is a must. 100%. I order both and will sell the one I don't like. There you go. And let me tell you something. You can get your money back every penny. You can make money on it, guaranteed. All you need to do is just wait until they're sold out and you will bank. Even if it's an extra $50, $60, $70, $80, $90, $100, you will make money. Now, again, depends on how fast you want to sell them, how fast you want your money back. Then obviously that's up to you. And that's, you're going to have to take, a little bit of less money if you're trying to get rid of it quickly. But you will always make money on Terminators, on RoboCops, on Back to the Future, on Predators, on Aliens, on all of these things because they're always going to be gone. Always going to be gone. Dream says, but big chap paint apps look better. No, again, it comes down to whatever you like, but overall, they will always be gone. Period. All of them. Fabs, do you think something else would drop this week or Hot Toys is up? No. What's today's date? No, I think they're still going to continue, especially after what Bob said on Saturday regarding what happened last New Year's, because I completely didn't even think about it because I'm so used to for as far as I remember, every time of the New Year's it would literally feel like a month off, like we wouldn't get anything for weeks from them because again they would take off an entire week. And then I guess, it would take them a while. And remember back then, they weren't making as many figures anyway. So to me, it would always feel like a month of nothing. But when he said, last year after the New Year's, we got a bunch of releases, I was like, oh my God, that is true. Because I completely forgot. Because again, I have more memories of them not releasing much after New Year's than I do them releasing anything after New Year's. So I just completely forgot about that. So I don't think they're going to stop. And like I said, we still got for your line, Nice Pool, Blade. That's it, because X33 is out. So we got Nice Pool and Blade left. And Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. That was another one. So we still got 3 left. You know what I mean? So again, I don't know when those are due to come out, but if they're due soon, then they're most likely going to come out soon. Cassandra, welcome.
Hello.
Hey Fabs, you enjoying breast 70 cents? Actually, I was going to tell you all of the money he owes you, Cassandra. He's sitting at $800+ Okay, he paid about $300 for that Spider-Man. Okay, if he owes you any money when he leaves for work, just know that you're sitting on at least $1K. Okay, do not feel bad. I am your witness. We will go to court and sue his ass. Oh my God. Guys, hit the like button. There's 34 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. And Alien in my book. Fabulous out the foot. This guy. That's what I'm saying. An alien is an alien. Correct. You're not going to sit there, oh, I don't like that one. If you're an Alien fan, you're not going to be like, oh, I'll skip this one. I don't really like that. And then people will. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. But if you're hardcore, like a lot of these people are, you're not going to miss out on any of them. But that's what happens. Alien was its own thing until Ridley went sideways. That loser thing, annoying flute Android. Oh my God! Look at this guy.
I'm doing.
Anthony hasn't been here. Previous channel member. He quit on me after a few months. He said, "See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya." Okay. He bounced on me faster than you can say Lucha's Mandingo. But welcome, my friend. Long time. How have you been? Nice to see you. Welcome. Dream. Oh, you're talking to Dream. Been dealing with pain for no sleep last. Cassandra, message me. Actually, let me message you right now. Message me what type of pain, and I'll send you something real quick that should help you immediately. I'm waiting for your message right now. Text me what type of pain, and I'll tell you. I'll send you something immediately. Electron Gambit got Thanos Snap. Well, no, those again, we haven't even gotten them for pre-order, so most likely, like I said, Gambit 100% Doomsday. That is a given 100%. But the Elektra is what, again, I don't know why they wouldn't make her. It's an easy figure. They've never made her before, so that could be the thing, right? It's a brand new head sculpt for her. But again, same thing with X23. So, I just don't get it. I just don't understand, So he said, see, he said, be quiet because he knows I'm right. He knows that that he's sitting on $1,000 that could be yours if you post it on eBay. And if you need help, let me know. I'll walk you through it. I know what he has and know how money. Oh, look at that. Good. Very good. I am glad you're aware of this. I am glad you're aware of this. I don't want Brad to take advantage of you ever. He said never left. No, I actually thought you stopped collecting, believe it or not. When you left the only membership to be part of, I said, oh, he's quitting the hobby. You're not going to send her. Can you imagine? Rotocast Alien Queen. See, that's one thing that I can tell you. If Hot Toys ever made a queen, it would have to be like a diorama power pose type thing. You know what I mean? It would have to be just this big, massive, like for example, for the Mark VI when they made the gantry, that big ass gantry, right? It would have to be like a big, massive diorama piece, maybe with the mouth, with the jaw, opening and closing, maybe some real chains, hanging from it, like something like that. But it's not going to be like an actual figure. Maybe some eggs as accessories for the bottom of the diorama. Like that would be the only way, right? Maybe now with the vinyl company that's making Galactus, right? That could be a possibility, but again, I doubt it. But that's the only way. We're not going to get a figure. I can tell you that. We're not going to get a queen figure because remember how massive that thing is supposed to be. So that's the only problem with that. But Dr. Faz, the loads work. No, I could help her with some pain relief, and it's very simple too. All you need to do is have some YouTube, and that's it. Guys, hit the like button, please. There's 28 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. Brad said he wants the power loader. Tell him I said Inart is not going to make a power loader, so he most likely will never own one. Unless he sends me that 77 and we could discuss it after. Oh, man. But yeah, guys, again, look at that. Another shot. They got so many shots, which again, it's great. We get to see every angle of the figure, which is always good. And here's the face hugger. It sucks that we only get one. I think we should see another shot. That is beautiful. See, so we're getting this is what we're getting. We're getting an actual crotch hook. I thought it was going to be that little one hook that we get, which I can't stand those. They usually give them to us for bigger figures and for the quarter scales, which again, very annoying. I hate those like hooks, but these, it is what it is. What are you going to do? But again, beautiful, 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 beautiful shots, beautiful figure. Here's a clean head. There's a battle damage head. So obviously the battle damage gives it a little more life, right? Having some damage to it. But great. Here's the face hugger up close, which we didn't see this yet. Look at that. That's crazy. Look at the detail. Look at the colors. Again, remember, articulated joints. As you can see, the ball joints all in there. Again, we didn't get this with present toys. I can guarantee you the tail also wired because that's Hot Toys for you. They always got to give us the best. Look at the base, all full of that goo. But yeah, guys, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful figure. Very exciting figure. And again, the figures are very, very big and very bulky, right? Because again, it's a weird shape, and then you got the tail, and then you got the things in the back. So, and then the head. So they're big figures. When you get them out of the box, you're like, holy crap. And then once you start, extending the legs and pulling the legs out and the arms and all that stuff and the tail, they're just very, very impressive figures. Very, very nice figures. He said he's not getting rid of. Sounds like Cassandra, sounds like somebody's very selfish. Sounds like you are living next to somebody who doesn't know how to share. That looks like he's doing, this guy. He's dropping a deuce. Looks like he's dropping a deucey. All right, guys. So as usual, like Ash asked, we're not done here, right? I think we're gonna get announcements and releases until their New Year's. And like Bob said on Saturday, I feel like, again, if it happened last year, I don't see why it wouldn't happen this year. We're going to go right back to business, and they're going to start, again, releasing whatever needs to be released. I'm still waiting for, actually, question for you guys. Did anybody order, and I asked the members chat too, and some, said yes. Did anybody in here order the Armored Batman from Sideshow? Please let me know in the chat. I want to know who ordered it and who hasn't gotten it from Sideshow yet, because I'm waiting for two of them. I'm waiting for a deluxe, and I'm waiting for a standard. One for the battle damage, obviously, and then one for the clean version. But I want to know who ordered it from Sideshow and hasn't gotten it yet. Let me know in the chat, please, because I want to gauge, why mine haven't arrived yet. If it's because of Sideshow, or it's because of, where I ordered them from. So you ordered from Sideshow, Ron. Did you get any notification on them yet? Please let me know. I did, but no news on shipment. Okay, great. So that's what I thought. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, that's what the chat said too. The members said, a couple of them said, yeah, I ordered from Sideshow, but I didn't get anything yet. So it looks like it's everybody. I have not got mine, but it's probably because this guy. Nope. Okay. When in dub, blame Luch. Yeah, it's always Lucha's fault. Lucha and Mandingo. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.